All right, the VanTop Discovery 610. Easy menu operations. There's our front-facing camera right there that is adjustable from 2K to 1080. You can switch from rear to front quite simply by going into your menu system and clicking on the resolution button. Now it's 1080 front, 2K back, 2K front, 1080 back. You can see all the menus that are traditionally on these cameras. You can change and toggle actually on this one you can actually toggle the frame rate, but well, the compression rate, but you know, turn on and off sounds and things like that. Probably the only thing that's really interesting in here, of course, they've got a G-SOC sensor, driving mode. You can put it into parking mode. Parking mode, of course, will allow you to have a certain amount of security while you're gone, but make sure this thing is plugged in. It needs to be hardwired for that to function. And this button here, the stream media, allows you to, when the camera turns on, it'll split screen. So if I toggle that and I turn it on, it will go, when the car starts, it will go into split screen mode so you can see front and back. I prefer to have that off, so I'm going to turn that off. And we'll go back. But there's my front view. Okay, there's the view that I'm looking at in 2K. There's my rear view. That's what you'll have it on. Now this will automatically turn on when the streaming media is off. But pretty simple, a very simple menu system, really easy camera. You know, I guess if you want to watch out the saturation level in the rear, it's probably because of the glass, because I've got this shining through some UV resistant glass, that kind of thing. You might want to take that into consideration. This camera is meant to be mounted directly onto the bumper. You can also mount it, the small camera in the back. You can also mount that basically on your visor, so you can turn it into an internal 1080p camera. So pretty easy menus and functions, very simple operation. If you want to adjust that 2K picture, that's a 1080 picture actually, so you can get the optimum view from the back. Same thing from the front, you can do the same thing. You can adjust up and down what you basically are seeing as you're driving. Obviously you're not going to drive in the front camera mode. Anytime you want to you want to lock in a specific, here there's your lock button, and it will lock basically a scene right there. Of course, right there, this button here, and that one right here is the photograph button. So now it's taking a front photograph. This will toggle your sound off and on right there. I leave the sound on just for fun. This will actually save you a little bit of memory. But this will tell you all this indicator up here tells you what you've got activated. And then I've got the G-SOC on probably low, so if I do get bumped, it will automatically lock in a scene. So pretty nice. There you go. You got adjustable camera in the front. This can be manually adjusted, and it's very stiff, so it locks in really good. Just an overall very good camera. It'd be nice to have front, 2K front and back, but of course that's going to take more memory. But very happy. I'm just enjoying it. I've got it hardwired in. You can see it's all wired in all the way to the back. If you look on the back, you can see that I've got the camera mounted back there. So pretty much pretty nice. All right, so menus in operation of the VanTop Discovery, and this is the 610. Later and bye. Yes, amazing shot. Let's look forward, because what's cool forward is that awesome shot there, and that's a waterfall out there. Yes, later and bye.
Hey, this is Dad Random, and I have got a product, mirror mounted dash cam. It's been it's summertime is coming, and dash cams are more and more popular during this time. This is one that I've never tried. I've never done one that mounts directly over the mirror, so I'm just going to quickly unbox this camera, and then I'm going to go through a series of tests, low light, direct sunlight, and those types of tests to basically decide whether this camera meets the same quality of one that is that is a window mount. So this is the VanTop, and this is the H610 mirror mounted dash cam. I believe this is only on one direction, so we're going to check that out in just a second. So let's go ahead and break the seal of this camera. We will get a good look at the box contents. Let's go ahead and, looks like we're going to slide off the bottom shoe. And we'll open it up. Sporty packaging, but of course packaging is not going to tell us the story of this camera. Its performance is going to tell us what this camera is about. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Here we go. Here's the mirror camera. Of course, it's the same shape and size of a mirror. I'll pull it right out of there. There's the mounting material, the back. Like I said, I have never ever mounted a camera of this type. Let's go ahead and just look at it. But this mounts directly over. I'm sure it uses some rubber straps. Yeah. There's the camera. There's the camera itself. So that's the camera, the front-facing camera. This does not have a rear-facing camera. So there is the camera. This is usually a tool they send to mount with. These are the rubber straps that would basically go back here, and they would hold the camera on, and just see what type of connections. So this is the old mini USB, and looks like we're going to need we're going to definitely need a card. Now this comes out the top, so that gives it that when you have the power coming from the top like that, it requires you to hard link the wire through the ceiling to the power system. When I test them, I don't do that because I rarely keep the cameras. We'll see. This is the power cord. It's really long. It's got the extra length. Here's the front. No, so this does have a 2-camera system. So this is the one that I'm going to record camera audio with, or excuse me, camera video with. So that'll be kind of fun. So there's the cords for the connection of the front-facing camera. This is what I'm going to do interior video with. You've got things to clean off lenses. Like I said, more mounting, user manual, but nice long cord. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this thing put together. We're going to get it powered up. I'd like to have both cameras working when I test the camera. Usually you'd mount this, and what I'll probably do is I'll mount this to the rear window, and then I will also mount it as an interior camera. So a lot of people don't know that you can take these and you can use them as an interior camera, so you can record activity within your vehicle. So front facing and rear facing, and I believe these are both 1080. Let's look at the box specs really quick. See, most of these boxes have that on. Let's see, 2.5K, 1080 and 1080. So it looks like front facing, hopefully we can combo that out. It doesn't have, usually when you use both cameras it only records in 1080, but we will find out if it's 2.5 front and then 1080 rear. That's usually the way it works. All right, so this is the VanTop mirror mounted camera. So, and I'll wait to peel off the front because it's reflective and we don't want to mess up our camera shot here. But there looks like there's a mode button. This is a touch screen, and So to power it up, I would have to. I wonder if it'll power up. We'll see if it's got any. Sometimes they, and I'll peel it off if it does. Oh yeah, it does. Oh, it did power up. Let's go ahead and do that. No micro SD card. We'll put one in there. But we will also do a there we go. There's our memory. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. But that's our camera view. That's actually pretty cool, guys. Very cool. All right, let's get this puppy going. Let's go ahead and try it out. So for Dad Random, the VanTop, we will get this thing installed, and we'll have a little bit of fun today. All right, later, and bye.
Genderforce.com